Hello, I am Alptuğ Turan and I'm a freshman at Bilkent University Mechanical Engineering Department. So this is my Phys102 lab project. My project is the capacitance experiment. So in the experiment, the aim of this experiment is to explore and establish the functional relationship between the capacitance, the area of the capacitor panels, and the separation between the plates in a parallel plate capacitor. So in the procedure, in the first setup, we will measure the capacitance when the coefficients of the electric coefficient of material and the area of the plates is constant while the distance between the plates is changing. In the second step, we will measure the capacitance when the distance between plates and the area of the plates is constant. However, the coefficient of the electric is changing. And after that, we will calculate the capacitance when we will calculate the capacitance by using the formula, which is epsilon 0 multiplied by area of the plates and divided by distance between the plates and multiplied by coefficient of the electric if there is a material between the plates. So for the first setup, we measure the capacitance when the distance between plates is 2 centimeters. And after that, we measure the capacitance again when the distance between the plate is 3 centimeters. And lastly, we measure the capacitance when the distance between plate is 4 centimeters. So for the second setup, I placed foam between the plates of the capacitor, then measured the capacitance. After that, I used some paper to place between the plates of the capacitors, then calculate the capacitance again. Lastly, I use wood to place between the plates of the capacitor, then measure the capacitance again. So, result of the experiment. Results of the first setup is from the table we can observe that there's an inverse proportion between the distance between plates and the capacitance, because as the distance between the plates increase, the capacitance is decreasing. Well, for the second setup, we can say that there's a proportional relationship between the electric coefficients and the capacitance, because as the electric coefficient increases, the capacitance is increasing. Uh, hmm. Lastly, you may realize that the values that we measured and the values that we calculated by using the formula is not equal. That's because of due to some errors. First error is the humanistic errors that is caused by the nature of the humans, that we can make mistakes while in calculations or measurements. And the second error is dielectric coefficient errors. I take the data of the dielectric coefficient from internet, and the data I used could be wrong or may not match with the material that I used.